welcome to the courtroom. Today I'll be rebutting Fisk Vegas. Just to give you a little background on Fisk, I've rebutted him in the past, but it's probably been a good month since I have. So, Fisk he covers multitude of sports, basketball and football mostly, or at least that's what I've seen. He reacts to news in the sporting world and whatnot, but he's basically a shock jock. Just says off-the-cuff things in his videos to get views. If you enjoy that type of thing, by all means go check him out. But if you don't know, Fisk is a Giants fan. That's why I'm rebutting him. That's why I'll continue to rebuttal him, because I don't agree on his statements on the Giants. With no further ado, let's get into it.
And he's going to revolutionize the position, because now when you watch Saquon, it's not all about can you catch, can you run, can you make people miss? Who makes more people miss than Saquon? When's the last time y'all...
Fisk, you asked, who makes more people miss? Easy. Christian McCaffrey. If you look at the statistics, Christian McCaffrey made more people miss than Saquon this year. Now, I'm not looking to sit here and blow up your spot and clown on Saquon, because I'd never clown on Saquon. I've followed Saquon since college. I'm a Penn State fan. I watched this kid play after play. He should have gotten more carries in his freshman year, and he didn't. So, I ain't clowning on Saquon. I love Saquon. But I'm a statistic guy. And Christian McCaffrey, by the statistics, made more people miss. And you keep saying that Saquon's going to revolutionize the position. He wasn't the first. Alvin Kamara was doing what Saquon was doing this year, last year. It's just Saquon's doing it at a higher level. He's not revolutionizing the position at all, actually. He's just a generational back. And you get you get one every once a generation. The last one was Adrian Peterson, and now it looks like it's Saquon.
About this kid, I'm not afraid to admit I was wrong. And I was wrong about the Giants drafting Saquon. Listen, I said it before, I say it again. The Giants had no business drafting Saquon. I don't care what the situation is. As bad as Eli was, Eli started 15 out of 16 games, and we won 3 games. Eli was washed. We passed on 4 quarterbacks. That's still stupid. But we were blessed. Point blank period. We were blessed. Our stupidity was rewarded. I'm never going to justify drafting Saquon. I'm never going to do that, because it was a wrong thing to do. But damn it, the outcome is glorious. I know that might not make a lot of sense, but damn it, it was the right thing to do. It's the same thing that happened with J.C. Pierre-Paul. We ain't need no fucking J.C. Pierre-Paul when we drafted him. I didn't even know who the hell JPP was. We needed mad shit, like a corner. We needed a runner back. We needed an offensive lineman. There were things the Giants needed, not named Jason Pierre-Paul. But damn it, I saw him do like 15 backflips in a row, and I said, fuck it. He got to be a beast. So it's like every now and again, a team will draft a player that we have no business drafting. And those are the ones that normally end up popping, because when you draft a player that you don't need that high, it's probably because he's the best on the board. These guys make millions of dollars.
Now, this is the clip I was waiting for. This is the coup de grace. We were blessed to draft Saquon, he says. No, Dave Gettleman made the right decision. That's what you saw, Fisk. Dave Gettleman made the right decision. That's what you saw. Okay? And you were like, oh, pass up on quarterback, pass up on quarterback. Look at my previous video. Look at Dave Brown. Okay? And I'm not saying that Sam Darnold or Josh Rosen or Josh Allen would be Dave Brown. But we won't know what those quarterbacks are for 2 to 3 years. And if you want to do my initial reaction right now, Sam Darnold, he had flashes. He looked solid in other areas, not so solid in others. Maybe he'll improve. Josh Rosen looked like straight garbage, but he has a bad offensive line. And Josh Allen looked like an athletic guy, but again, none of these guys stayed healthy throughout the season. So we don't know what we'll have in those three quarterbacks. But even if we had drafted any of those quarterbacks over Saquon, and we took the quarterback that you wanted, you don't give up on a quarterback after what? You're going to take 2-3 years to find out what that kid's got? What if Sam Darnold's not shit in 2 to 3 years? What if Josh Allen's not shit in 2 to 3 years? And what if Josh Allen's not shit in 2 to 3 years? You wasted your number 2 pick. You set your franchise back at least 2 to 3 years, possibly more, because if you look at what the Giants did with Dave Brown, you could argue that Dave Brown set the Giants back 12 years. Yet you want to sit there and say we were lucky. No, we drafted the right guy. That's what happened. You take the best player available regardless of position. That's how you should draft. Now, if you want to wait later in the draft and take need over best player available, okay, I can see that. That makes sense. But in the first round, if you're a team and you're drafting in the top 10, you take the best player available. As long as you do your due diligence and you do all of your homework on that player, more often than not, that player will perform well for your franchise.
He's the best on the board. These guys make millions of dollars. They have no lives. They live in field rooms and board meetings. So if they decide to take a player that we don't need over the player that we do need, then he's probably because he's the best on the board. Now, I'm not saying we ain't need Saquon. Don't take that out of context. I'm just saying in general. Damn, we passed on Lamar Jackson, Sam Darnold, Rosen, and Josh Allen. We passed on.
I swear to God, when it comes to football, Fisk, you must be blind. You got blinders on. You're going to put Lamar Jackson in that thing? Let me tell you something about Lamar Jackson. Look me dead in the eye if you ever watch this video. Lamar Jackson is going to be a bust. He's going to get Jim Harbaugh fired. You know why? Because he's not going to learn how to throw from the pocket. The Ravens are going to do the same thing they did this year, next year. I'm not saying they couldn't make the playoffs and you won't have success, but eventually teams will scheme to stop you. Stop making this stupid argument about a quarterback. If you're a Giants fan and you're making an argument about a quarterback and none of these quarterbacks in 2 to 3 years become anything, your argument holds no water. So you're saying ignorant statements now that are going to backfire you in 2 to 3 years. I can't wait. I can't stinking wait for next season and the season after that. Do you guys not get it? Do any of you not get it? Saquon is a generational player. Do you guys know what that means? I watched Barry Sanders single-handedly carry the Lions year after year after year and make them better than they ever were. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong, their last playoff win was with Barry Sanders, where the Lions actually beat the Dallas Cowboys. I gotta double check that, so don't hold me to that. Do you guys not know that? Do you guys not get that?
Right? Baker Mayfield in any jersey but Cleveland. You know what don't look right? Sam Darnold on the fucking Giants. Could y'all picture Saquon in any jersey but that blue Giants jersey? Certain things are just meant to be. When you look at things historically, just certain things are just meant to. Could you picture Michael Jordan in Portland? Really, could you picture Tim Duncan in a Laker uniform or something like that? It's just like certain things is just like, you know, the football gods or whatever.
At one point in this video, you're pissed off about a quarterback. Then you say, "Oh, don't mistake him. We should have drafted Saquon." And then you say we're lucky to draft Saquon. And then at the end of the video, you say we made the right choice. What is it, Fisk? What is it? I don't get you. Either way, guys, I understand I just spliced this clip together. So I'm going to leave a link to Fisk's channel in the description. If you want to watch the video, by all means, go ahead. I'm never going to discourage somebody from going to somebody else's channel that I rebuttal. Either way, this has been one giant rebuttal. Please like and subscribe. And go Big Blue.